What happens when a construction sim stops pretending to be serious and just lets you wreck everything in sight? House Builder 2 isn't your dad's DIY weekend project. It's a cartoon sequel that trades realism for ridiculousness, tape measures for chaos, and hands you a sledgehammer you probably shouldn't trust. Does House Builder 2 nail the formula of fun first building, or does the whole thing collapse under its own goofy weight? At its core, House Builder 2 is a physics-driven sandbox about constructing homes around the world, then occasionally driving straight through them. You're not juggling spreadsheets or stress meters, you're mixing mortar, stacking bricks, and learning the delicate art of using heavy machinery like a toddler with too much sugar. This sequel leans full tilt into quirky cartoon chaos. Tools feel exaggerated, colours pop like Saturday morning TV, and half the joy is seeing what breaks when you're overconfident. Each contract drops you in a new location, a suburban starter home, a desert cabin, a snowy lodge, even a beach shack that refuses to obey gravity. Every site becomes a playground for experimentation, pouring concrete, raising frames, painting walls, and occasionally discovering your car can substitute for a bulldozer. There's structure if you want it, you can follow step-by-step tasks, or just wander off to test how far the physics will bend before snapping. There's no ticking clock, no penalties, and very few rules. The only failure state is laughing too hard to finish the job. The presentation doubles down on charm over precision. Chunky textures, slightly wobbly animations, and slapstick tool physics all feed that handcrafted feel. It's the difference between a perfect Lego set and the weird castle you built as a kid that somehow looked cooler because it wasn't right. And that's the thing. House Builder 2 knows it's messy, it's self-aware, a bit smug about it, and better for it. Playing House Builder 2 feels like entering a sandbox that's actively conspiring to make you laugh. You start steady, laying foundations, setting beams, and within minutes you've turned the site into a Looney Tunes construction zone. The rhythm is relaxed but unpredictable. Some builds glide smoothly, others descend into physics-based slapstick as bricks bounce, ladders topple, and your pickup truck achieves temporary flight. Yet somehow the loop remains hypnotically satisfying. You hammer, paint, tidy, and watch your creation, however crooked, come together. There's that cozy, satisfying pulse of progress, but with a comedic edge. It's less about perfect design and more about surviving your own enthusiasm. Finishing a wall feels great, accidentally painting your pickup truck purple feels better. The feedback gives every action weight, nails click into place, concrete squelches convincingly, and when a beam slots correctly after 3 failed attempts, you'll exhale like you just defused a bomb. But what really lands is how the chaos builds personality. Every house ends up a little different, part intentional craftsmanship, part happy accident. You might line every tile perfectly, then drive over them while reversing. You learn to laugh, rebuild, and carry on. That's the strange genius here. The mechanics encourage both focus and failure. You're rewarded for trying, not punished for experimenting. It's construction therapy with a side of slapstick comedy, part Bob the Builder, part blooper reel. House Builder 2 succeeds because it stops chasing realism and embraces joyful absurdity. It's chaos with purpose. Every wobble, bounce, and overreaction from the physics engine feels intentional. It's unpredictable but controlled enough to stay funny, not frustrating. It's more polished than it looks. Underneath the cartoon skin sits a smooth gameplay flow, snappy interactions, forgiving hitboxes, and clear feedback that make messy building feel rewarding. Variety actually matters. Each region introduces fresh materials, visual themes, and mild environmental quirks. Heat shimmer in deserts, snow crunch in alpine builds, tropical storms that scatter your scaffolding like paper. The toolkit feels playful. You can swap between sensible gear and absurd toys, nail gun check, jackhammer check, family sedan moonlighting as demolition equipment, absolutely. And the humour lands. It never talks down to you, it just quietly giggles when things go wrong. The tone stays light-hearted rather than meme spammy, keeping the joke sustainable across long sessions. The flow is surprisingly cozy. Despite the visual chaos, there's rhythm in repetition. Build, fix, admire, break something. It scratches the same itch as tidying a messy desk. And accessibility and controls, well, it's simple movement, intuitive tool swapping, and generous auto-snap points. It's pick up and play friendly, even if you don't usually touch building sims. Of course, not every wall stands tall. Repetition creeps in once the novelty wears off, the contract flow doesn't evolve much, Pour, place, paint, repeat. It's fun chaos, but chaos all the same. Physics gremlins occasionally cross the line from charming to confusing. You'll watch a beam refuse to settle or see a doorframe rotate into another dimension. It's funny, until it happens 3 times in a row. Collision quirks can derail momentum. Sometimes your vehicle insists it's allergic to ramps. Performance dips exist too, particularly when entire piles of debris start vibing in unison. Nothing fatal, but enough to remind you this isn't AAA polish. And while the humour keeps things light, some players will wish for deeper systems, advanced tools, interior decorating, or more customization. The sequel improves visuals and pacing, but doesn't add much long-term progression. Still, these flaws rarely sting, they feel like part of the charm. Little reminders that the game's ambition lies in fun, not fidelity. You'll curse when a wall falls, then laugh 2 seconds later and start again. That's House Builder 2 in a nutshell. So no, it's not perfect, but it's the kind of imperfect that keeps you grinning. You'll love House Builder 2 if you find beauty in beautiful messes. It's a perfect fit for players who treat physics engines like playgrounds, cozy sim fans who don't mind a bit of chaos with their calm, and streamers and content creators hunting for unpredictable laugh-out-loud moments. And finally, anyone who enjoys productive relaxation, that soothing loop of make, break, remake. It's maybe not for fans of hyper-realistic builders craving architectural precision, story-driven players seeking emotional arcs or clear goals, or completionists who panic when the blueprint isn't symmetrical. This isn't a simulation of construction, it's a sandbox of personality. It's about the feeling of building, not the blueprint. So if you like games that let you unwind by causing minor mayhem, this is your jam. If you want a PhD in cement curing, maybe not. And for cozy gamers who prefer slower vibes, think of it as chaotic comfort food. Messy, satisfying, and impossible to put down. Let's talk bang for your brick. House Builder 2 isn't a marathon, it's a burst of joyful nonsense that earns its price through pure personality. Whether you play an hour a week or binge entire neighborhoods in one night, it delivers consistent chuckles and steady progress. There's no deep progression tree, no cosmetic shop, and no grindy unlock system. You simply build stuff until you've laughed enough, and that's both its biggest strength and its soft ceiling. Once you've seen a few houses implode in slow motion, you've seen most of the tricks. Replayability comes from experimentation. Try odd methods, speedrun builds, race your own mistakes. Every replay feels unique because something always goes slightly wrong, and those moments are the point. Value-wise, it sits comfortably in the budget chaos category, a low-pressure, mid-price sandbox that offers plenty of entertainment per pound. If you judge games by smiles per minute rather than hours per dollar, it's a great deal. And given the studio's track record, updates and DLC chaos are almost guaranteed. Even as is, it's a strong foundation for future fun. So after all that hammering, what's the verdict? House Builder 2 doesn't chase realism, narrative, or perfection. It chases laughter and catches it. It's silly, self-aware, and exactly as messy as it intends to be. It's worth it if you love sandbox chaos and creative accidents, you enjoy PowerWash Simulator or House Flipper but wish they'd lighten up, or you want a low-stakes, high-laugh builder to unwind with. Maybe wait if you prefer structure, goals, or steady progression, or if you tire quickly of repetition and mild jank. Skip if you need realism, deep mechanics, or architectural control, or the idea of cars demolishing walls stresses you out. For me, it's a playfully imperfect gem. It knows exactly what it is and refuses to apologize for it, and honestly, I respect that. It's not trying to teach you construction, it's inviting you to embrace imperfection, laugh when gravity gives up, and find joy in the rebuild. And that's what Cozy Chaos is all about. So is House Builder 2 worth it? If you smiled even once while I described it, the answer's yes. And now it's your turn. Do you build methodically or trust the process and hope the roof stays up? Let me know in the comments, I read and heart every one. If you enjoyed this review, check out my Fair Trade Worth It or Skip It episode next. And if you'd like more cozy chaotic reviews every week, click subscribe and join the cozy crew. Until next time, stay cozy, build badly, and have fun.